Looking for a quiet place in Vidcon, this is Tell It to Someone. First question is, what or who would you like to be in your next life? I'd like to be happy. I'd like to be happy, but I would also settle on being an astronaut. Next question is from Wombat and Charlene. How much coffee should I feed my pet penguin? Well, I don't know much about what penguins... They eat fish. Yes, they eat fish. So you've got to give them fish and not coffee. And I know there's certain animals that you feed coffee beans to, like the whole bean, the whole fruit, and then they poop the coffee bean out after digesting the coffee fruit. But those aren't penguins; they're civets. So don't feed them any at all. Feed it to a civet, and then you'll get poo coffee, and that's good apparently. It tastes creamy for some reason. Next question from a psychonaut. Why did you change your name and come to Salt Lake City to arrest that poor nurse for just doing her job? That wasn't me. Look, I'll have a look at the video. It's a viral video. Oh, that looks like me. That really looks like me. I actually went in my sleep, because I sleepwalk sometimes, so I went in my sleep and I went on a plane with I applied for a passport because I don't have a passport anymore. I applied for a passport and went on a plane and flew to Utah, and then I went to the I became a Mormon because you got to do that, and then I went to Salt Lake City, and then I applied to the police academy, and I got in on my third attempt, and then I tried to arrest that nurse. Stilnox is a hell of a drug. That's what happened, really. Next question is from Robert Byrne. Do you have any theory about the catalyst? What the catalyst was for the kind of simultaneous species identity crises that there must have been to drive otters and ducks and beavers and poisonous reptiles towards participating in the freaky sex orgy that gave us platypuses? And do you have any pics? No, I do not have any freaky pictures of interspecies naughtiness that resulted in the platypuses. They're not on YouTube, at least. I have seen one of a bunny and a cat. I've seen that. That was disturbing and freaky. But none of that particular combination. I'm not going to the fairy convention. I'm at Vidcon. Next question is from Jeff God of Biscuits. Should I make the wafers out of cheese or the filling? Well, you make the wafers out of the filling. Well, you put the filling in the wafers made out of cheese. So yes, both. Both, I think you should do both, but I'm not exactly sure. Because, you know, you're the God of Biscuits and I'm just a guy with a camera at Vidcon. And there's a lot of those. All of them have cameras, except the ones who do their stuff with their phones. But they do it like this. Don't do it like this, because this is YouTube and it's sideways. Right, Happy 63 Funny asks, what does a wallaby pouch smell like? Well, a wallaby pouch smells kind of like a kangaroo pouch, only smaller and less full of cheese. But I don't know what that smells like because I have not been sniffing any pouches lately. Well, apart from the kangaroo scrotum coin pouch, which smells like coins. But it doesn't specify whether it's got coins in it at all. So I can't say. I really can't say. And Joe Freddy asked the last question for the day. Will the next tell it to someone, meaning this tell it to someone, you are now reading this question out in, meaning I am reading this question out in, be half as evil as the beast, just a bit evil, or as evil exactly, or just plain beastly? Well, I'd say it's just a number. Beastly is just a number, and anybody who says that just wants to be beastly, because, you know, numerology and stuff is a specifically tawdry mistress, as you might or might not agree. But I'm just filling in time while the questions of the answers to last week's dovetail questions are finished now, so I have gotten away with not actually answering the question. That's it for Tell It Someone for this week. If you would like to ask me a question, then ask me a question in the place downstairs where the questions get answered, not up the escalator that's in the background. Or you can answer this dovetail question right here that I'm not looking at. I'm not going to respond to what the actual question is because I actually don't know what it is, because I haven't written it yet and I do the same shtick every time, so I don't know why I do it. I'm dangerously talented and I don't have a cool sign off.